Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of Kit Conspiracy. Today is the companion page to yesterday's page. So if you missed that, you might want to go back and watch it. But here's a quick look at it. Yeah, that was a really quick look. I am documenting more from the 4-H event that my kids participated in 2010, and it is called Favorite Foods Day. And I am documenting this recipe that my son had to alter. Of course, I helped him uh, to create pumpkin cheesecake. So I have already documented one of the years he did a cheesecake recipe, and then he decided he wanted to alter the recipe and make pumpkin cheesecake and see how that would come out. So this is the recipe. It's right there in the upper right hand corner. So at the end, when it show you the overall layout, if you want to pause and zoom in on it and take notes, you're welcome to take that recipe for yourself if you're interested. And then the little piece that says Halloween dinner on it with the pumpkin on it is the menu that he came up with that he wanted to present for this event. Now I am using this converted kitchen conversions card. It's a 4x4 card, and I'm going to try and use that yellow one that says something about pumpkin on it because, you know, I'm documenting pumpkin here, so I thought that would be perfect. And because my other page has that plaid green, I'm going to use more of that plaid green over here, this turquoisey green, but I'm going to pair it with the floral pink and goldenrod paper there. And it's going to go well with the other page, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then going to leave plenty of room for some writing. Now, I don't know that this is going to stay in this format, but because my other page is like an oversized grid, I'm kind of going with the same thing. I've got lots of things that are rectangles and squares, but I'm just trying to figure out where to put them. I do know I want this title to be recipe altered or altered recipe. And so I'm trying to figure out where to put that so that it doesn't cover up the photos that I have of his recipe or his menu card. And I didn't have any small letters with me. I'm at a retreat while I'm doing this. So my friend Cindy was generous and kind enough to pass over this sticker book that she had. And I was able to pull out the letters for the word altered. Now in my letters, I don't have them on screen there, but there are some red ones that I chose to use. So I'm going to be bringing a little bit of red into this as well. And there is red on the alternate page, or the coordinating page. So I think that's going to work well. I think what I'm doing right here is I am just roughing up the edges of my little paper there. And at least I assume that's what I was doing there. Yeah, I think I roughed up those edges. And then I am going to just move things around and figure out exactly where I want everything. Now I'm going to rough up the edges of this floral paper. The companion page, the overall paper is all roughed up as well. I'm using my little tool here, my edge distresser tool from Some Assemblage Required, which I love. And, you know, I've always hated distressing things until I use this one. So it has been a life changer as far as my scrapbooking goes. And I think it's definitely a tool that I probably will not be without again. So, all right, just trying to figure out exactly where to put things because I want to put that recipe word on there, but I don't, like I said, I don't want it to cover up anything. So I think I'm going to put that middle card where the writing is going to be, will be right in the center, and that's where my title is going to go at the bottom of that middle card, because I don't want to put the recipe over the top of that card because it's already got writing at the top of the card, and everything else has writing going all the way to the bottom except for that "Hey there pumpkin," but I don't want it to read as part of the title, so I don't want to put recipe, the foam word recipe underneath the portion that says "Hey there pumpkin." So my only real good option is using that white 3x4 card that I'm going to do a bit of journaling on. And in fact, I don't need a ton of journaling space. So I felt like this was a very good option for me. So here's where I just used the little tile letters that she had that say altered. Now they're a little bit bigger than the tile letters that I normally use, and that's okay. I think they look great, and I really like how they end up looking there. I like to put them on my ruler and then put them all down. I don't need perfection for this particular layout because everything has roughed up edges, so I don't feel like they have to be perfectly aligned. And in fact, I go back and rough up the edges using my fingernail. So the little grooves in my distress tool are a little bit too deep for these letters, but I'm just roughing them up with my fingernail. If you watch MK's channel, you probably see her do that all the time because I know she does it on tons of layouts. And so I'm just going to steal that idea from her and rough up my little letters using my fingernail. You could also use a pair of scissors, but these are so small, I felt like that would be a little bit overkill, and plus they're not super thick either, so I felt like my scissors might actually destroy them more than just give them a little bit of a roughed up edge. Okay, so I am also going to use a little bit of foam, I believe, on the edge of the D because it's kind of hanging off of the E, and I want to make sure that it is supported. So you might see that here in just a few moments, just to give it a tiny bit of support. And then I'm using a few more of the tickets on this layout, just like I did on the companion page, and using my hole punch once again to punch out those little indentations on the corners of the tickets. So just going through all of the ephemera bits here. I've got a lot of ephemera, a lot of stickers, and just kind of figuring out where I'm going to place things. I want to make sure that I bring in red to each of the different clusters because I've got the red A at the bottom, and then that little bucket at the bottom has a bit of red in it as well. So definitely want to bring in a little bit of red there. And again, I am trimming off the white edge of the tickets and kind of getting rid of some of the white. I just don't like the big white border, so I felt like that's always a good option for me. And if you're someone that doesn't mind it, then don't trim yours off. It's just my perfect little way of making the layout work for me. So I feel like the white border is just too big on most of these. Now I'm just trying to figure out exactly where to put these two little tickets that I have for the bottom cluster. I'm going to play around with those for just a bit. While I do that and while I rough up the edges, don't forget to go check out MK's layout for today. This is Tuesday and it is our normal posting day for Kit Conspiracy. And so go and check out what she's got going on her channel. And then I will be sharing my leftovers tomorrow, and then a new kit that I'm just going to use for the last 2 days of November. I will be sharing that on Thursday. So come back and check that out, or come back and check out the actual layouts on Friday and Saturday. I know my hands are kind of going a little bit nuts in some of these videos. I am at a retreat while I'm doing this, so I am chatting with MK, who is sitting to my left, and Cindy, who is sitting directly across from me. So if you see my hands going a little nuts, I guess I talk with my hands. I never really realized how much I do that until I saw myself at a retreat on video playback trying to edit a video. So my apologies if that's kind of weird or awkward to you, but you know, sometimes when I'm at a retreat, every time I'm at a retreat, I set up my camera and I just let it go, and I just go along with a retreat and enjoy it and don't worry about the camera as long as it's turned on, and film what I'm doing and enjoy my day and the time that I have together with the friends that I am with. So hopefully that is something that you do as well while you're at a retreat. If you've never been to a retreat, I highly recommend it. It is all kinds of fun, and it is a great way to relax with friends and share ideas and all of that good stuff. So definitely give it a try if you haven't and you have the means to. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and add some liquid glue to this chipboard piece. I think part of the chipboard kind of split so that the adhesive back on it was not on it anymore, so used a little bit of liquid glue. It also makes your chipboard just a tiny bit thinner, which is not always a bad thing because sometimes the chipboard is very thick, and so you can always peel it apart, which is a nice option. And then I've got my layout all put together there, added a couple more brads and some hearts, and it is all done. I didn't do the writing on this one yet, but I am going to write on it and talk about having to alter the recipe and all of that good stuff. So that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And come back and see me tomorrow because I'll have another video for you, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.